Okay, artists, so today we're going to be making cityscapes inspired by the book Maybe Something Beautiful, How Art Transformed a Neighborhood, written by Isabel Camboy, Teresa Howell, and illustrated by Rafael Lopez. Now, Maybe Something Beautiful is actually based on a true story, meaning it happened in real life. And it describes how a community came together to transform their gray city into a place of beauty so that their neighborhood could become a better place for everyone to live. And they did that using art. Now, after reading the book, it reminded me of my own life and how right now our cities may be feeling a little bit gray and maybe even a little bit sad. Then I remembered, as artists, we have the power to make an impact on our community through art. So we're going to be making maybe something beautiful cityscapes to add a little bit of brightness to our days. So you're going to start off by grabbing a bold color. I'm going to be using a Sharpie marker because that's what I have at home. But if you don't have Sharpie, you can use a bold colored marker. I recommend either purple or blue. If you don't have marker, you could also use a dark colored crayon, like blue, purple, maybe even green. All of these are great options. After you snap your cap on the back, you're going to grab a straight edge. I have a ruler here. That's great for making straight lines. If you do not have a ruler at home, that's okay too. I have a backup plan. You can use boxes, folders, books, anything you have around your house with a straight edge to make a straight line. I'm going to use spaghetti here. So when I'm making my straight line with a box of spaghetti, what I need to do is line it up to where I want to make my mark. I think here's about good for my first building. Then I'm going to take the tip of my marker and I'm going to touch it to the edge of the box and I'm going to run it all the way down to the bottom of my paper. For this artwork, our buildings are going to run off of the horizon line at the bottom of the paper. And look at that, I've got a perfectly straight line. After I make my straight line down, I want to go across. And I'm going to use a ruler for this one just so you guys can get a closer look at where I'm putting my marker tip. So I line up my ruler and I'm just going to put the tip of the marker up to the edge so it's touching and I slide it across. Wonderful. And I'm going to move my ruler one more time, line it up where I feel like it might look good to make my building. I keep my marker tip right up against the edge of the ruler because if you lift your marker off of the edge, you might get a wavy or wonky line. And we really want to focus on our straight lines. So I'm just going to keep adding more buildings. I'm going to be adding buildings as they make me feel happy. You might want to look out your window to get a little bit of an inspiration for what the buildings in your community look like. Some are short, some are tall. Remember, whenever we make our artwork, we're really just focused on trying our best. And if we make a little mark that we're not completely happy with, remember, our job as artists is to transform it into a beautiful oops. Sometimes our artwork does not come out exactly how we originally planned it. But if we persevere and keep going, it may even come out better than we even ever expected. All right, so I'm feeling pretty good about my buildings, at least the base of them. But now I gotta add my details. So, add my details. I might add some windows. So, I might start off with the classic square window. Again, you can look outside your own window and get a little bit of an idea of what your community looks like. There are lots of different ways to make windows. You can even use Grammy Broken to make a broken line or a dashed window. These might be what windows look like from far away. You can have your windows looking like they're half open, like they've got a window shade. You can stagger them so that they're spread apart. We've got long windows, we've got small windows. Really, whatever works for you, it is your vision. And after I add my windows, I might want to start thinking about the other details that I'm going to add. Maybe I want to make a fire escape or a ladder. So I can draw a straight line down, another straight line, and I can connect it with horizontal lines. And let's see, maybe I want to add some doors. You can have tall doors. You can have curvy doors, like an archway, kind of looks like a rainbow. You can have wide doors. I'm going to add some doorknobs for the details. Your details go a long way. Remember, you want to take your time so that it looks like you care about your artwork. Then you might want to start thinking about roofs. Draw a horizontal line going across. I might make a bigger roof that kind of goes off the edge of my building. I might add some more buildings in the background. You can even make your buildings 3D by adding diagonal lines. So you can use your ruler for this, or as you've noticed, I've started to freehand. That means I'm drawing without a ruler because I'm feeling confident. Either works. So I can make a little dot, and I can connect my corner to the dot, like that. And then I bring my dot down to the ground, and there you have it. My building's 3D. I can do the same thing with my ruler if I'd like to. Just line it up where I feel like it should go on an angle, a diagonal line. Then I connect it down to the ground. Perfect. Show you one more time free-handed. Let's see, connect my corner to my dot, down to the ground. Awesome. Now I'm going to add some line shading. So I'm going to freehand my diagonal lines to make it look like my building is really going back in space. And there you have it. Ooh, I might want to add some chimneys because I remembered that my building has a chimney. Might want to add another ladder going off the edge like a fire escape. Really, whatever you think is important. Now I snap my cap back onto my Sharpie, and now I got to start thinking about my color. Remember, our job here is to transform our neighborhoods from gray and boring to bright, colorful, and beautiful. So I'm going to switch to crayon now, and I'm going to start off with blue. And I'm going to start coloring inside the lines. I want you guys to really think about the colors you're using. Your buildings can be lots of different colors. And when you guys are making your artwork, I want you guys to take your time. Artists worked at all different paces. That means some work fast, some work slow, and you really got to just figure out what works for you. I'm going to switch to, let's see, maybe red now. And let's see, maybe I'll do this building. I'm going to just jump around to see which colors fit best in my artwork. And I'm going to do one building that has warm colors, so I'll be doing yellow. And maybe I'll have my roof be yellow too. Then maybe I'll add the base of my building orange so that it's warm like the sun. Again, I really, really want you guys to take your time and work at the pace or the speed that is most comfortable for you. You may even want to add a little message. In this one, I wrote, "I love New York." In my second cityscape, I'm going to write, "Stay safe." I love you all. Remember, you're not stuck at home. You are safe at home. I can't wait to see how your neighborhoods come out.